Love in Oklahoma by Luke Combs is being played on a guitar that is detuned a full step, and then from there is in drop D tuning. Before you go to retuning your guitar, the guitar that I played the intro to this tutorial on, I've got it in the correct tuning. However, what I'm fixing to do is I'm going to explain to you how the actual tuning is, but then I'm going to pick up a standard tuned guitar and show you how to do it on a standard tuned guitar. Now, it won't be in the same pitch as the recording, but it will have the right feel. And then once you learn it that way, if you want to detune a guitar a full step and then go into drop D, you can do that. But a lot of guitars, unless you have heavier gauge strings on them, are going to sound pretty flabby in this tuning. And honestly, this guitar kind of sounds a little bit flabby as well in this tuning. So the real tuning is this top note, which we've got in a drop D format, is actually detuned to a C. Your fifth string is detuned to a G. Your fourth string is detuned to a C, meaning all these are dropped tunings. Your third string is detuned to an F. Your fifth string is detuned to an A. And your first string is detuned to a D. And it gives you like that sort of feel. However, let me put that guitar down and pick up a guitar that is in standard tuning. I say it's in standard tuning. I've already got this guitar in drop D tuning as well. So I've taken the lowest E string, the sixth string, which is typically tuned at an E, and I've dropped it so that it's an octave lower than your fourth string at a D. And then whenever you play a D chord, you can have this open six ringing out. You can have the open six ringing out for a big full-throated D shape. So whenever we play this chord, this is not the same first chord, technically speaking, of Ain't No Love in Oklahoma by Luke Combs. This is a full step higher, but it's the right shape and it's the right orientation of notes. If you're doing this trying to capo on the third fret and then play out of A shapes, you're not going to be able to get the last lick of this intro, which is so you need to at least have your strings in this relationship with one another, wherein on a standard tuned guitar that's just detuned with one string. All that to say, if you just go to drop D, you can play the correct movements and feels, and then if you want to go into the actual tuning of the song, you can detune the way that I just told you to. So here's how you play the intro. You're going to be in a D-shaped position. I've got my first finger on the 3-string 2 fret. I've got my ring finger on the 2-string 3 fret. You're going to use your second finger and put it down on the 4-string 3 fret. You'll strum like this little 3-string chord there, and then you'll lift up your second finger. You'll then move with your second finger to the 5-string. Your second finger first was on the 4-string 3 fret. I might have said 3-string. Open 4-string, then move with your second finger to the 5-string 3 fret. Fret that, kind of pull it a little bit, and then take it off and pluck your 4-string again that is open. This next movement is a slide that is just happening with your second finger all on the 4th string. So after, you'll put your second finger back down on the 4-string 3 fret. You'll pluck that, and you want to pluck it hard enough that whenever you slide up and up again, the note will still ring out. So you'll pluck, slide 2 frets, slide 2 more frets. So you've gone, and you're wanting for the 5th fret to linger to ring out. You're wanting for the 7th fret to linger to ring out. And then right here, I would pluck the string again because the resonance is starting to die. You're going to pluck, and you're going to immediately slide back down to the 5th fret, and then pull on back down, not pull, but slide on back down to the 3rd fret of the 4th fret of the 4th string, so that you get a feel like. And that may take some practice to get clean, but once you get that part down, the round finishes by going. So the first part of that was the exact same. The 4th string, 3rd fret to the 4th string open, 2nd finger to the 5th string, 3 fret, back to the 4th string open, let it breathe for just a second, and then you're going to kind of up pick to the open 6th string, and after you hit that open 6th string, you immediately hammer on or pluck back down for your 2nd finger moving to the 6th string 3 fret. Pull it a little bit or bend it a little bit, and then open the note back up to your D chord. And that's the opening riff. Here it breathes for a little bit, and then we get into the verse movement. The verse movement is going to be the D chord. So like an open 6th string, open 4th string, and then just kind of pluck down. You can hear my open 1 ringing out. I don't really hear the open 1 ringing out, but it's not going to, I don't hear the open 1 ringing out in the recorded version, but it's not going to kill this chord if it sneaks in. So your D chord. Then you're going to leave your 2nd and ring fingers in place. Move with your 2nd, you're going to leave your 1st and ring fingers in place, sorry. Then move with your 2nd finger to the 6th string 3 fret, so that we're hitting that, what is, in this key, an F. And you'll do the same thing, 6th string, 4th string, and then strum down. Then the 3rd chord will be a G, where we'll maybe reposition your fingers a little bit. For this, I usually will pick my ring finger up, move it to the 6th string 3 fret where I just was, not to refret the note or have the note ring out again, but so that I can hit and slide to that 6th string 5 fret for the G. So you see how I hit and then immediately slid, like my point was I'm wanting for the ear to hear this note. And whenever you get up to that, I've got my ring finger on the 6th string 5 fret, you would hit the 6th string again, 4th string open, and here I've pulled my 1st finger back to the 2 string 3 fret for the G chord. And then it just rolls back to the D chord. In the D chord here, sometimes, really almost every round, you can hear it on the downbeat go, where the 1st finger has been lifted off of the fretboard of the D note, and then immediately hammered back down on the 3 string 2 fret. I will say, in the actual recorded version, it may be that the guitarist is keeping that 1st finger and ring finger in D position the whole time, and is going from the D to the F, and then uses a pinky to kind of do that slide up to the 5 string, up to the 6th string 5 fret, while leaving that D, these 2 D position chords in place. But I'm not 100% sure on that. But it does sound cool if you can do that stretch with your pinky. Whenever we get to the chorus chords are a D chord, now to a C chord. So I'm going to pick up my 1st finger off of the D position, but I'm going to leave my ring finger down on the 2nd string 3 fret. And I'm moving with my 2nd finger to the 5 string 3 fret. I'm letting my 2nd finger block out the open 4. I've still got the open 3. I've still got my ring down. I don't want to hit the open 6 here, so I'm letting my thumb rest across to mute that. So I've got that, and then we go to our G chord, which is ring finger on the 6th string 5 fret, 1st finger pulled back to the 2 string 3 fret. I'm letting my ring finger mute out the 5 string by just kind of lazily laying it down or letting the fat of my finger pad rest against the 5 string after the top of my finger frets the 6th string. I I want an open 4 though. I want an open 3 in my first finger where it is. You play the G chord, and then you're going to you're going to hiccup or pick up back into the D on an F. So G. So I've kind of strummed up on just open strings and then immediately back down into a barred shape where I've barred the 3rd fret of strings 6, 5, and 4. Like a chunk, and then D. So you're moving D to the C, to the G, ka-chunk D, ka-chunk on that F. And that's just a first finger move. After the ka-chunk hit 2, 3, 4. This is on the last round of the chorus, and then it goes back into the main riff. And then it just cycles that a couple times. So, with everything that I said in the beginning of the tutorial in mind about how to accurately achieve the full-throated, actually in-tune version of the song, feel free to completely lower the tuning of your guitar, all of the strings. However, the correct chord voicings are coming out of a D shape, and you can achieve the right feel and all of the right relationship of notes by simply going to a drop D and understanding that the kind of 440 pitch of your notes are going to be a full step higher than what the actual recording is. So, those are the chords and the movements for how to play Ain't No Love in Oklahoma by Luke Combs. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.